Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Is this microphone on? Hey guys, hey, real quick before I jump into my thoughts for this episode, I want everyone who's feeling down and out to know that you are not alone. Contact me if you need somebody to talk to, or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1 800 273 8255. That is 1 800 273 8255. Or you can contact me, like I said. You can message me on Facebook at Avidity Fitness, Instagram at Avidity Fitness. Just reach out to somebody. Do not ever give up, please. Welcome to episode 3 of the Avidity Fitness podcast. I hope everybody's training something today and eating healthy. It's not the time to slack up. You have to put the work in. That sweat equity, it pays off. It always pays off. You know that, and I know that. So stop making excuses. And by the way, excuses, one of the most neglected areas I see trained is the glutes. When's the last time you trained your peach? Tell me. Let me know. That's what I thought. It's probably been a little while. And that's not a good thing because the glutes are extremely important for the function of the body. There's 3 main glute muscles in the glutes, and that is the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius, and the gluteus minimus. The maximus, it attaches to your tailbone and it runs right across the backside to your femur and attaches right there with your IT band in the top of your femur. So that's the part that gives you some shape. You want that booty, you want that peach, you need to work on that gluteus maximus. It's got the most power in the lower body. It's an extremely strong muscle for its size, and it's often neglected. So you want better power output, and you want better posture, and you want better shape on your backside, you need to work on that gluteus maximus. Now the medius, it's obviously like the middle muscle in the booty, and it starts on the hip bone and it runs down to the femur where close to where the gluteus maximus attaches to. And the gluteus minimus, that's deep beneath the other two. And these muscles here, all 3 of these muscles, they're the primary muscles for pelvis stabilization, and they are the main components for internal and external rotation of your hips. So these 3 muscles combined are like the central stabilization center for the body. And the problem right now that we're facing is that society's living an increasingly sedentary lifestyle. This means that we sit down way more often than we ever have, and we sit for way longer periods than we ever have in history. Some of us work desk jobs at the office where we're sitting for most of the day. Some of us are drivers or haulers where we're in a vehicle or a truck for most of the day. But either way, most people in America in general come home from whatever work they do and they immediately sit down and they binge watch television on the couch all evening. And when we sit on our glutes, we inhibit the muscles and we turn them off essentially. This leads to a muscular imbalance. Since the glutes are weak and not firing properly, other muscles have to overcompensate, like your hamstrings and lower back. And you see it all often with people that sit down a lot and they don't do yoga and glute activation and squats and functional strength training. You see they walk with a slight limp and they might not have necessarily like a bad ankle or anything, but since their glutes aren't working like they should, the gait in their walk, their hip gait, when they actually step, it doesn't follow all the way through. So the hamstrings are literally like picking up the slack where the glutes are slacking off. And come on, we all know somebody that slacks off at work or in the house. And you know what that's like. Like they slack off on their chores and now you got to pick it up, and now you're overstressed because you got to do your chores and their chores, or whatever the case may be. It's the same thing that's going on with the muscles that are connected when you're walking. If your glute muscles, your maximus medius and minimus, aren't firing properly, then your lower back could be, you know, taking up the slack and getting overstressed, or maybe your hamstrings, or maybe even like your calf muscles running down into the tendon of your foot, and now you're having foot problems and foot pains, and it's all connected. It's really, really important to focus on all the little things of your stabilization training and stuff. It's important to learn how to activate the glute muscles to strengthen them so that they work when they're supposed to. It will help with poor posture and back pains. Like I said, you know, if your lower back's overcompensating for where your glutes aren't working, that could be causing you pain. It'll help with your balance issues and lack of strength in general, because no matter what you're doing, you bend down to pick up your backpack and your glutes aren't working right, you're not going to have as much strength and stabilization to pick that backpack up. So yeah, when the core of the body is working properly, everything becomes synchronized. There's tons of different exercises that you could do to strengthen your glutes and isolate them. My favorites are like the glute bridge. Super simple and super effective. If you have the ability to put weights on, like dumbbells and barbells, you know, just make sure you're doing it properly. You got good form and you're getting a good squeeze at the top, but they're tremendous for building strength and activating those muscles and waking them up. Another one of my favorites is the lateral tube walk. That's something that you can Google, YouTube. I just get easy light resistance bands and put them around my ankles, and I stand on the sides of my feet, so like the outer edges of my feet, and I tuck my pelvis in and really focus on squeezing those glutes while I laterally step each foot. So I start going to the left and I take 10 steps to the left. Then I take 10 steps to the right. And if you're doing this properly, you will feel it. It gets deep in those hips. I'm trying to think of some other ones. The glute bridges, lateral tube walk. The single leg multiplanar balance reach. It sounds super complicated, but it's really not. It's just standing on one leg, getting in a good posture where you're activating those glutes, and you're literally doing multiplanar reaches with your free swinging leg. So not the one that you're actually standing on. So if you're standing on your left leg, you have your right leg up, and you're going to reach as far forward as you can, as far backwards as you can, as far to the right as you can, and as far to the left behind you as you can. And it's a very, very, very simple movement. There's no weights really involved. I've never used bands. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure some genius tried to do it with bands before, but I would look that up on YouTube and work with those some if you're interested in activating your glutes in ways that you haven't before. If you've never heard of the single leg multiplanar balance reach, it's awesome. Now, I love doing it for a warm-up before leg day. Do some glute bridges, do a couple of the multiplanar reaches, and then some, maybe like 5-10 minutes warm up on the stair stepper or something, and then go into some squats. It's wonderful. I love it. All I'm saying is, do not neglect your peach. You want a juicy peach along with proper posture, which will help avoid injuries and just build good strength overall. And also always remember, like regular passive yoga will help counterbalance the tension you put on your hip muscles. So you want to be sure to stretch them out, because that'll help them recover. One definite benefit to strengthening your glutes is your ability to squat. Squatting is one of the most fundamental and essential movements for the human body. Squats increase hormone release, which will help you build muscle everywhere. Obviously, squatting develops lower body strength. And, you know, there's all types of machines you'll see at the gym, and they'll work on targeted muscles like your hamstrings or your quads, like with the curls, the little curl machine, the leg curl machine, or the leg extension machine. And yeah, you can kind of isolate certain muscles, but when you squat, when you get in a deep squat, And when you're standing back up, almost every single muscle in your lower body is firing in unison. You can't replicate that on any machine. And since you aren't locked into a machine, you're also building stability and you're exposing any potential imbalances. If you can feel that you're way more stable on your left or right side, then you can pinpoint that. And now you know that you need to work on some single leg exercises for whatever side is lacking in strength and stability. When you put yourself through a squat focused workout, it's physically and mentally demanding. If you aren't in there playing around and you're really trying to put some work in, you build discipline. You really do. The ability to push through fatigue and pain, it creates a mindset that can carry over to real life scenarios. And that is one of my absolute favorite things about weightlifting, is how it can relate to daily life. It's almost philosophical. Because if you think about it, every day, negative situations and thoughts weigh us down. But how many of us let those circumstances defeat us and keep us down? You know, I know I'm all about mental health. I'm very aware of what depression and anxiety can do to somebody's mental state. It's gripping. It's almost paralyzing. And I get that. But we all keep going, don't we? We're all still here. We're all still trying. We have people around us that are counting on us. We have loved ones that want to see us again. They need to see us smile. They need to see us enjoying this life. So, you know, there's a lot of us that go through really difficult times, but we're still here. We're still surviving. And I mean, I feel these things regularly, you know, anxiety and depression and sometimes wanting to give up. But, you know, just like in my training, I keep pushing. I keep trying over and over and over. I refuse to give up. I lift the weight off my chest. I fight through the pain of a deep squat, and I rise again even stronger. There will always be obstacles in your life. People will be rude. Finances may get tight. You might lose your job. On your journey, there will always be things trying to crack your mentality and steal your thunder. And they'll try to keep you held down. It's up to you to protect your magic, preserve your strength, mentally and physically, and stand back up. Life is like a squat bar. It'll bring you low, but you have the power to get back up. It's all in you. You got it. So, whenever I think about these things, like how pushing through difficult circumstances really makes you a better person, I think of how that really does relate to weightlifting training of all kinds. Because, you know, every day it doesn't feel good to go to the gym. You know, you're not always in a great mood. You're not always motivated. You're not always inspired. But we understand fully that it's important. We need to do it. We have to work out. We have to train. Because we have to be strong. And it's the same thing when it comes to daily scenarios in life. You know, there's going to be things that make us want to stop. But we can't stop. Maybe if it's bringing you down that much, maybe like your job or the relationship that you're in, if it's just a daily struggle every single day, then maybe it's time to adapt and change things up. But it's never time to give up. It's never time to stop. Remember that. A few things before I close this up, because that's all I had. I really just wanted to, the other day, sorry. The other day I was just thinking about how this whole, you know, the coronavirus pandemic has got people down, like really low. I mean, there's people right now that don't even know if they're going to be able to make rent next month, you know, but they're going to keep going. They're going to keep pushing, you know, and I really hope that, you know, something breaks for them and they find a way to make things happen. But the essence of it all is that you got to keep going. You have to keep trying. You have to do the things that make you uncomfortable sometimes in order to have a better life. Because if you just lay it down, you just lay your sword and shield down, and you say, this is it. I can't handle whatever this is. Then what's next? What about all the people that are counting on you? What about all the people that look up to you? What about all the people that want to see you again? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? You're going to run away? You're just going to go to the woods and lay down somewhere and curl up and hope somebody tosses you an apple or something every now and again? No, it doesn't work like that. You got to fight for yourself. You got to put the gloves on and you got to swing. You got to swing hard. Let people know you're not playing games. You could be just now picking yourself up off a rock bottom if you're hearing my voice right now. And I'm telling you, you have the ability. You have the power inside of you. Just keep fighting. Don't stop. Don't take those gloves off. Keep swinging. Throw uppercuts, slip, duck, move your feet. Bring in a crashing overhand right. Do what you have to do. You got to move your body. You got to move your mentality. Keep going. Push, push, push. Forward, forward. Action, action. Create. Think. That's what it's all about. It's all love. Love yourself. So wrapping this thing up, I feel like I got out on a tangent, but I just wanted to get some of those thoughts out there. Let everybody know that I believe in them. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. I understand what the human body's capable of. So get it in your head. Remember that. Remember it. You can do it. Just keep trying. All right, guys. My laptop, I know I keep talking about this in every episode, but I can't explain to you guys how excited I am to get started with my NASM training, to get my certifications and all that, because I know, NASM is really accredited for how prestigious they are. They're like, they're the OGs of the fitness education industry. So I know it's going to be loaded with great content. It's going to be loaded with stuff like stuff that I've never read before. And I've been lifting weights and into fitness for all through high school and stuff, playing sports, but on my own, like independently trying to learn what's the best programming and the best routines and the best approach to my fitness. It's probably been since like right after I graduated in 2011. So I'd say 2012, I started getting kind of serious with it. Like serious with what I wanted to know, at least. I wasn't disciplined and regimented quite yet because I was still in my party days. I was shooting myself in the foot a lot. But so it's been 8 years since I started my personal journey to fitness. And I've learned a lot. I've learned tons. I have loads of knowledge that, I've put into trial and tribulations. Like I tried it out and some of it worked, some of it didn't. So, I feel like I have a pretty, I wouldn't say extensive, but I got a pretty good knowledge set of what I'm doing here with the nutrition and the fitness and the corrective exercising. And, I'm not just your random Gymshark guy that's got good genetics and is just lifting as hard and heavy as he possibly can and it looks great for Instagram. Like, no, I'm really invested in this stuff. I want to know all the professional tips and tricks that can help people of all ages and people from every background of life, all genetics, So even with my confidence and some of my knowledge, I feel like it's still very limited in comparison to the actual professional education industry. So that is why I've been so excited to get started with these programs, with the personal trainer certification program and the fitness nutrition certification program, because I know I have a great feeling that I'm going to learn a lot. And like I said in the last episode, I'm bringing you all with me. I'm not joking about that. Like anything that I learn that I feel like is not regular public knowledge and it isn't easy to find on Google or or it's confusing when you Google it. I'm putting it all out there, guys. I want you all to learn what I'm learning. I want to extend my knowledge and my situation out to anybody that's looking to better their fitness and their lifestyle. So yeah, the laptop will be here April 14th, I believe. So that's like just under 3 weeks away. It's like 2.5 weeks. I think it's right after Easter Sunday. So I think it's the Tuesday after Easter Sunday. So that's what we're looking forward to. That's what I've been waiting on. It's going to be great. Also, I've been working on, I know last episode, let me touch on this stuff real quick so you guys don't think I'm just some liar. Last episode, I hinted at dropping a new YouTube video, or my first YouTube video rather, new and first, and that never happened. So I got my YouTube channel up, like I got it started and all that, and I shot a video that I thought was going to go on YouTube, but I really didn't like the layout of the video. It's really not a YouTube friendly video because it wasn't like instructional, it wasn't all that long. It's just a quick, cool little video with some cool effects, an attention grabber, something cool to watch. But you know, the information attached to the video, like, you know, I was talking about the workout that's in the video, is really, it's good stuff. It's good to read, and it's just a cool little video to watch. But, you know, like I said, it's not really YouTube friendly, like the format of it. So, you know, it's up on my Facebook. You can go check it out on Facebook, Avidity Fitness. Just look for that green pulse logo. And it's also up on my Instagram page, which is Avidity Fitness. Just look for that green pulse logo. So yeah, I don't want you guys to think that I just like was blowing smoke about that YouTube video. Like, I really tried. I just didn't, it wasn't a good look for a YouTube video. So I've been thinking about some stuff. I think I'm gonna do either a yoga or an ab video for my first YouTube drop, because everybody loves an ab video, and YouTube, I think, is one of the most underutilized tools in the fitness industry. So it's going to be one of the two of those. I wasn't lying to you guys. I just was overconfident in the idea that I had at the time. So just give me a little bit and I will be getting some stuff up on the YouTube. But for the meantime, I'm working on a nutritional guidance plan. So if anybody's interested in having some advice and some guidance, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. You can email me at fitnessforeveryperson@gmail.com. Yeah, just the consultation is free. So when you message me, I'm gonna contact you back and I'm gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna have a powwow, a meeting, a conference, if you will. We'll try to understand what you're usually eating on a regular basis as opposed to your fitness output. And I'm going to try to educate you on the elimination diet, and we'll try to navigate the supermarkets together via the internet and find the best food for you. And then I can help you with recipes and all types of stuff. My girlfriend is a professional culinary employee. She went to school for it and everything. I love to cook. We have tons of healthy dessert recipes. I have tons of steak, salads, chickens, all types of roasted vegetables. I have homemade seasoning recipes. We got smoothie recipes, fruit bowl recipes, acai bowl recipes, coconut flakes, strawberries, chai seeds, whatever, you name it. We do it all. We love it. This is not a charade. I am fully invested in my health, fitness, and nutrition. It's something that's very, very important to me every day. I love cooking for myself. And yeah, that's that. The nutritional guidance program I think is going to be amazing once I can really get it going and have some trial and error with some people. So give me a shot, guys. If you need some help, I truly believe I can help you. So with that being said, this is the Avidity Fitness Podcast. Thank you so much for giving my brand of fitness your time and attention. It means so much to my heart. It gives me energy. It makes me want to keep going and keep talking and keep trying to spread love and positivity. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you have a good day. Smash that peach. Get it juicy.